Hello my dear friends, I'm Ksenia. Welcome to my channel St.Petersburg-me. So in today's video we will be able to see, is this true that McDonald's left Russia? So 3 months ago, when this whole special operation began, McDonald's announced that they will suspend or stop their activities in Russia, but they will keep all the workers and they will be keeping to pay salaries, parts of salaries to their workers. So let's make a check. Is that true that McDonald's has left Russia forever? And you know, I remember many Russian YouTubers made a video on that, like my last burger in McDonald's, my last McDonald's meal. So okay, a year ago I made a video on McDonald's that it was a fancy restaurant in Russia, and I made a video here. Those who saw this video, you may recognize the building. So now there is no sign of McDonald's, only here the remains of a sign. So here it is, and here we have a Перекресток store. It's a grocery store which I was taking you with me in one of my previous videos. So let's check it out. Спасибо. So you may remember these stairs. Okay, let's have a check. Okay, dear friends, we temporarily stop our business in our restaurants of our chain, and we will give you a further notice as soon as we will start our business activities again. Your McDonald's. So this is closed. Okay, so it seems like true. So my dear friends, this McDonald's that I showed you last year seems to be closed, and it's, I don't know, for me it's okay because I hardly used to have my meals at McDonald's, so I just don't care. Those guys are opening doors to everybody. Okay, so let's check other place. And the next place that I will take you to will be a McDonald's at a railway station. So let's check it out. Oh my god, what is this noise? Oh. And now I'm on Moscow railway station. Just look how beautiful it is here. Or this way. So Burger King, check. So let's try to find McDonald's. McDonald's. check. McDonald's still working. And you know, one thing that strikes me, strikes the eye and the mind, I don't know how people should be addicted to this McDonald's thing to be able to stand in this line for their order. So I thought that I would order something, but you know, frankly speaking, I don't want to. I'm not a fan of McDonald's. What I'm saying, I don't like McDonald's. It's not just I'm not a fan, I just don't like it. And of course, even if oh my god. So this is the railway station, and the trains that start from here, they go to Moscow, and in that area. So even if McDonald's will be closed in some, I don't know, time, so there are lots of restaurants and cafes where you can have your meal. Especially this side is all about cafes and bars and restaurants. For example, like this is bistro, like this home food. This is like Венская кофейня, Vienna cafe. So here is Kofix, and there Il Patio, it's a pizzeria, and other things, other restaurants there. So you will not starve. And just look at this, very beautiful. Oh my god, it's always the wrong side. I want to show you how beautiful it is, and it's always the wrong side. Or not. Oh my god, I don't understand. So the chandeliers, very beautiful. Very beautiful. And now, editing this video, I noticed that I forgot to tell you that in Russia we have a slang name for McDonald's, and we call it Makdak. For example, let's go to Makdak, пойдем в Макдак, or let's eat at Makdak, давай поедим в Макдаке. So I'm very interested, guys, what is a slang name for McDonald's in your country? Please share in the comments down below. And now I'm standing in front of another railway station. It's Finlandsky railway station, and we are looking for our signs. I don't know. So here you can see the M signs. So it means that McDonald's was or still there. So let's check it out. And McDonald's is here, and as you can see, there are people there. And what I like about this McDonald's is that you have to climb these stairs and do a little activity before you get to get a little bit fat of eating McDonald's. Okay, let's check the situation there. And by the way, this doesn't work. Nice. And again, many people who are craving this McDonald's, just look at it. Bookstore, nobody at all. Just look at it. Some people, and here just crowds of people. Just look at it. Oh my god. And all the tables are occupied and there is no place to sit at all. And my dear friends, last year I showed you a nice little bakery inside this McDonald's. Like McDonald's offered some pastries, some cakes and coffee along with those burgers and other stuff. So it seems like you cannot get that there, and there's no way I would be waiting in that line for those pastries. No way. How can that be that McDonald's, after 3 months of sanctions, is still working in Russia? So, my dear friends, first of all, we live in Russia. I and my fellow Russians, we live in Russia. You know, in Russia, we know how to find ways to get those things that are banned, restricted, or prohibited. We are very great in this. Oh, you know, maybe I should do a course on how to get restricted things instead of my cultural course. Or maybe I should include this information into my course. That is very, very interesting, I think will be for you. So the second thing is that I made a research on the internet and found out that McDonald's is represented in Russia in 2 business ways. So there are branches of that big company McDonald's, that big corporation that is based somewhere in the US, I think, and those branches are closed. Those restaurants which act and do business under this corporation, big McDonald's corporation, they are closed. And there is a second way in which McDonald's is doing business here, and this is franchising scheme. So the McDonald's, the restaurants which work under this franchising scheme, are still working in Russia, and they are mostly situated in airports and railway stations. And as far as I know, that company who owns that, who bought that franchise from McDonald's, is based somewhere in Siberia, and I don't know if that's true, but in Siberia, McDonald's works under this franchise scheme. And of course, if you live in Moscow or in St. Petersburg and you crave McDonald's, you can still stand in that long line and still get your burger or French fries or milkshake or something else. And you know, those who are subscribed to my Telegram channel, they know that I went on the interview to Moscow in March. It was the 30th of March, and I went to interview to Moscow. And when the interview was over and I came to the railway station to go to take a train back home, I saw this McDonald's, and prior to that I heard the news that McDonald's has stopped its business in Russia, suspended, all McDonald's are closed, and I was like, what? Why this McDonald's here on the railway station is working? And then I found out that it's a franchising branch, and that's why it's working. And this week, sad news for those who like McDonald's came. McDonald's stopped, officially announced that they stopped their business in Russia, and they will sell it or give it to some Russian company or I don't know, like governmental organization, so they will stop their business here. But I don't know what about the franchise. What about that company that bought the franchise? Will they be able to still run McDonald's in railway stations and airports? That I don't know. So maybe in 3 more months I will show you, like, look, the McDonald's is open and it works. So my dear friends, that's all I wanted to tell you in this video. I'm on the bus stop. So my dear friends, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for being with me, and see you in the next video. Bye.